You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, that's right. We're now at 1:34 in the p.m. Central Time. That would be 2:34 p.m. in the Eastern Time, or New York time. John Harbaugh is still not signed, sealed, and delivered as the New York Giants head football coach. Now, I get it. A lot of fans believe this is a done deal. That's great. And I'm okay with that. I get it. I mean, do I think it will get done? Yeah, I would assume. But it's still very strange that it is not done. And the fact that they're haggling on day 3, it's very strange. So we've got multiple updates. And yeah, let's just do this. Adam Schefter, Giants and Harbaugh still working through the details of their contract, and it is not done yet, per sources. The final issues aren't over money, it's over language. There's no derailment. Nothing has changed, one source said. Talks continue, and the two sides are working to get it across the finish line. And as I talked about in my video earlier, the question is there another team or teams laying in the weeds out there, hiding? Is there communication with another team? I would love to know. But something feels off, no doubt about it. Peter Schrager. Clearly, John Harbaugh isn't just blindly clicking the sign here button on the DocuSign like the rest of us. 12:30 p.m. Eastern, deal still not signed. I'm told it will, but we wait. That's interesting. So, let's get a little bit more breakdown of what's going on. All right, it's over language, as Adam Schefter said. Well, what does that mean? Mike Florio took a stab. Quote, language is very, very broad. Unless they're arguing over where it can be written in English or Spanish, the delay can be about nothing other than money. Interesting. It could be over the roster. A lot of people are wondering about that. Over the draft. It could relate to whether Harbaugh will report to general manager Joe Schoen or whether Schoen will report to him, or whether they'll both report directly to ownership. It could be over whether Harbaugh can sign and immediately go to work for a new team without compensation. It says to the Giants. I don't know if that's supposed to be to the Ravens. Or maybe Harbaugh is taking a stand against the boilerplate requirement that any and all disputes be resolved in the NFL's secret-rigged kangaroo court of arbitration presided by the commissioner. Really, haggling over language could be about anything. The only thing we know it isn't about is money. Okay, so it's not about money. At some point, they need to get it done. At some point, if one side or the other doesn't bend or offer a win-win compromise, an impasse will arise. Harbaugh has the leverage. The cat is out of the bag. Well, and look, let's just keep it real. The fact that it hasn't been done yet, that wasn't leaked by the Giants. That wasn't put out there by the Giants because it makes the Giants look bad. No matter what, because there's already word, 5-year, $100 million, blah, 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 all that. Your fan base thinks this is a done deal, and it's not now. That's interesting. So, let's talk about another name right quick in this video. Stefanski and others.
Well, we still have 8 vacancies at this point, 9 if you count the Giants, who are still working to get a deal done with John Harbaugh potentially in the coming hours. But with Harbaugh likely off the board, one of the top candidates available is 2-time NFL Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski. Stefanski interviewed for 6 head coaching jobs over the past couple of weeks. My anticipation is Stefanski is going to have second interviews with multiple teams coming likely next week. My sense is the Titans, Falcons, and Ravens are all potential landing spots for Stefanski. Former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel has also been busy. He interviewed for the Ravens head coaching job on Thursday. That makes 4 head coaching interviews for McDaniel. He likely, I am told, is going to have at least one more. He also interviewed for the Lions offensive coordinator job. There are a lot of teams across the league that would like McDaniel as their OC if a head coaching job does not materialize. Meanwhile, former Steelers coach Mike Tomlin has drawn interest since stepping down after 19 seasons at the helm earlier this week. But Tomlin has made clear, I am told, that he does not intend to coach in 2026. We all know that plans can change. He would certainly have suitors if he is willing to consider it. He is under contract with Pittsburgh, so the Steelers would have to work out a trade. But as of now, it does sound like what Tomlin told Art Rooney remains true. He intends to take some time away and figure out exactly what his next step is going to be.
Okay. And there was some more things that came out about the meeting they had where he delivered the news, yada, yada, yada. The players came away also feeling like he was not going to coach in the 2026 season. So there's that. Connor Hughes came out and said this earlier. If John Harbaugh finalizes the deal, Kevin Stefanski is the favorite for the Atlanta Falcons job. That was the talk before. Whoever didn't land Harbaugh would get Stefanski. Now, what I find rather interesting is, Stefanski's still in a holding pattern because of Harbaugh. We talked earlier. We knew that the Titans wanted Harbaugh a lot. We knew the Falcons wanted him a lot. Are we really to believe he's not talking to other teams right now while this other deal hasn't been done? He's not coming up with some backup plan. Pretty much any team would hire him at this point. It's just, where does he want to go? Again, do I think he's going to the Giants? Yeah. Do I think the fact that they hid this under the shroud of language, is that concerning? Should Joe Shane worry about his job? Probably. I'm sure he wants control over his roster, etc. Most good coaches do, and Kevin Stefanski, that's something he didn't have with Cleveland. By the way, story came out, he didn't want Deshaun Watson. I meant to do that video the other day and I forgot it. And I saw it in passing as I was getting ready to make this video and just look, yeah, he didn't want Deshaun Watson. And a lot of people in the league know that. That's why Stefanski's going to get another job. Somebody said earlier today they were being smart. Why hadn't Stefanski got another job yet? I thought he was getting hired the next day. Well, John Harbaugh threw a monkey into the wrench, a nuclear bomb into the mix, and it changed everything because the Giants probably would have already hired Stefanski. It realigned the teams and it realigned the candidates. So, and the Rooney Rule. That's the other thing. Nothing's getting done quick. Tell me what you think. Stefanski to the Falcons. It's going to be interesting. I could see Stefanski really wanting Kirk Cousins, to be honest, as his quarterback. If he doesn't, he'll probably go get Joe Flacco. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.